Hey, welcome to the first episode of Billionaire's Life. I'm David, and in this video, I will talk about the luxury mansions owned by the richest billionaires. Before moving further, kindly like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell icon so that you do not miss my upcoming videos. The rich are just getting richer, and they have the real estate to prove it. For the world's super rich, the price tag for a snappy pad goes right to $1 billion. These super rich aren't your normal Angelina Jolie or George Clooney, but your billionaire CEOs and different business magnates who are way more wealthier than those regular people. Bezos is the owner of the $1.5 trillion company Amazon. He owns 5 homes across the land. Bill Gates went through 7 years and $2 or $3 million on his ultra-geeky Xanadu 2.0 compound overlooking the Washington Lake, and his own seal is on everything from the superior quality screens with changing craftsmanship to the cutting-edge submerged sound framework in his pool. Financial backer Ira Rennert additionally placed a great deal of thoughts and time into building his custom $245 million, 110,000 square foot mansion, which includes a bowling alley and individual power plant to run it. So let's get on to an amazing video. Mansions owned by Jeff Bezos. Obviously, since Amazon began in Seattle, Washington, Bezos required a home nearby. In 1998, he bought a 20,600 square foot home in the Seattle neighborhood of Medina, which is an exceptionally pursued area. In 2005, Bezos bought an adjoining home and consolidated the chateaus into one property. The subsequent home was a lot more modest with 8,300 square feet. Together, the two properties provide Jeff Bezos with around 310 feet of private coastline access. He paid for $28 million worth of renovations in 2010, making the assessed worth of the now monstrous property around $118 million today. Seattle is one of the enormous tech centers in the US. However, you can't disregard Silicon Valley, all things considered. Bezos apparently chose. He required a California home for when he unavoidably expected to make a trip to the Golden State. He owns a $165 million mansion that was bought from maker David Geffen. The house is 12,254 square feet and lives close to the Pine 4 Sunset Boulevard. It has 8 rooms, 10 bathrooms, a European nursery, koi lake, cobblestone driveway, cascades, tennis court, and much more. The house is said to have hand-carved doors, fresco walls, and plank wood floors elaborately upset. Bezos doesn't only possess mansions. He additionally has 4 apartments in New York, and they're all in a similar structure. The lofts are valued at around $17.5 million joined. The structure is close to Central Park. The high-rise has homed other popular names including entertainer Matthew Perry and arranger George Gershwin. Bezos bought the initial 3 lofts in 1999 and a 4th in 2012. The 33-story building had more than 400 homes. He also owns 5 floors of a 24-floor building on 5th Avenue. It's said that he intends to join the 5 stories into one super townhouse that will add up to 17,000 square feet. In 2016, Bezos paid $23 million for what used to be a material gallery and then, at that point, burned through $12 million in renovations. It's reasonable Jeff Bezos loves immense houses. This one is 27,000 square feet. The structure was initially worked in 1914, flaunts Roman sections and blocks outside, just as different galleries, a wellspring, and private garden with block curves on the walkways. The home has 11 unique chimneys, 8 full washrooms, and 10 rooms. In January, he additionally bought a 4,800 square foot home across the road in 2020. That home has 5 restrooms, vaulted roofs, and a wine basement that can hold 700 jugs. Additionally, a rooftop deck to partake in the wine on. Elon Musk's houses. SpaceX and Tesla CEO Elon Musk, one of the world's richest men, has begun to live in a $50,000 box home at Starbase in Texas. He tweeted, "My primary home is literally a $50,000 house in Boca Chica, Starbase, that I rent from SpaceX. It's kinda awesome though." He also tweeted that, "Sold my houses, except for one in the Bay Area that's rented out for events. Decided to sell my last remaining house. Just needs to go to a large family who will live there. It's a special place." He also said that his current focus is on creating sustainable energy for Earth and protecting the future of consciousness by making life multiplanetary with SpaceX. Land owned by Bill Gates and his wife Melinda Gates. Together, Bill Gates and Melinda Gates have an impressive real estate portfolio of $170 million. I will tell you about many of the mansions they have owned together. Last year, Bill and Melinda Gates spent an incredible $43 million on a seashore house in Del Mar, making this buy quite possibly the most costly land sale in this specific piece of California. This 6-room, 4-washroom dwelling boasts an in-home theatre, a private spa, a tennis court, a hot tub that can fit up to 10 individuals, and a glass-tiled pool, and that does exclude the 2 guest houses. The most extensive and far-reaching Gates home is a 66,000 square foot manor in Medina, Washington, found not very far from Seattle. This residence is excessively noteworthy, to the point that it has its own Wikipedia page, which makes reference to that the property taxes for this estate were an expected $1.063 million out of 2009, when the house was worth around $147.5 million. It required 7 years for this huge design to be assembled, which costs an announced $60 million. It's regularly alluded to as Xanadu 2.0, regarding the rambling manor from Citizen Kane. Situated in the Coachella Valley, the Gates Indian Wells, California house cost them $12.5 million in 1999. This 13,573 square foot property flaunts 6 rooms and 11 rooms, and it's found only a couple of minutes from La Quinta Resort and Club, where Tayshia's season of The Bachelorette was recorded last year. In 2009, Bill and Melinda Gates burned through $5 million on a Florida manor that sits on 5.24 sections of land and flaunts almost 10,000 square feet altogether. Also, it accompanies a private yacht dock. The rich couple sold the home only 3 years after the fact, in 2013, for $5 million. Bill and Melinda Gates have bought various properties in Wellington, Florida, throughout the long term, likely due to the town's proximity to the Palm Beach International Equestrian Center, where their eldest child, Jennifer, competes as a show jumper. In the first place in 2013, the $200 billion couple dropped $8.7 million on their first Wellington residence. In 2016, the Gates purchased a couple more Wellington properties, including a 4-room pad for $13.5 million and 2 empty lots for $5 million. Houses owned by the founder of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg possesses essentially 1.83 acres of land, or about half a block, in Palo Alto, California. He paid $50.8 million for the lots lined with redwood, magnolia, and ginkgo trees on enormous front yards. Combined, the home spans around 20,000 feet, with 15 rooms and 16 washrooms as per property records. The essential home is a 5,617 square foot, 5-room, 5-restroom, wood-amazed home on 0.41 acres, which he bought for $7 million in 2011, just a year before Mary Chan. The Colonial Revival, clapboard-sided house is the most established home in Palo Alto, with parts of the wood-outlined structure dating to the 1860s, as per City of Palo Alto Historic Resources Board report. Today the mansion has a saltwater pool, a sunroom, an entertainment hub, a chimney, a grill region, a spa, front and back patios, and some uncommon conveniences like a Facebook cannon, which dispatches dim t-shirts, and an AI assistant with the voice of Morgan Freeman, which Zuckerberg assembled himself, as per Fast Company. He utilised the other 4 homes as visitor houses and sporting facilities. In 2016, he proposed to demolish the 4 homes and supplant them with 20% more modest houses to extend outside space for their essential property. Yet, the Palo Alto Architectural Review Board denied his solicitation to a limited extent in light of the fact that the houses were not credible single-family homes. In 2018, Zuckerberg burned through $59 million on 2 Lake Tahoe homes, the Brushwood and Carousel homes. Together, the homes range just about 10 acres of land. The Brushwood home has a 5,322 square foot, 6-room, 5-washroom home on 6 sections of land. It has roughly 400 feet of lakefront, a private wharf, porches, a visitor house, and a carport, as per licensed records. The principal house has crested rooftops with light wood, radiated roofs, photographs show. In the former life, the home facilitated the Oscar de la Renta style show and the Lake Tahoe Summer Live event, as per Realtor.com. The Carousel home has an 8-room, 9-washroom home on 3.5 acres of land. It has 200 feet of lakefront, a marina-style dock, a breezeway, and an extra-wide garage in addition to a guest house and a guardian's loft, as per Realtor.com and licensed records. It initially had 3 separate lodges during the 30s that were associated and extended during the 50s. The caretaker's house was built in 1967, and the house had further adjustments during the 70s and in 1998, as per recorded status. Not really set in stone, the property not memorable. Lake Tahoe, which rides the California and Nevada line, has been a celebrity top choice for quite a long time, with residents and travelers including Frank Sinatra, Kim Kardashian, and Gene Simmons. Mansions of Oracle's co-founder, Larry Ellison. Palm Beach land is on fire, and the latest person to warm things up is tech tycoon Larry Ellison, who paid simply over the $79.5 million asking cost for a rich compound in the northern piece of town. He bought the Florida estate from hedge fund manager Gabe Hoffman, as per the Wall Street Journal. Hoffman purchased the primary bundle in 2012 for $17.5 million and set the house available to be purchased In June 2020, records show Ellison is known for his noteworthy land portfolio, consisting of prized properties extending from Silicon Valley to Japan. In 2020, Business Insider announced he possesses 98% of the Hawaiian island of Lanai, a William Worcester designed mansion on San Francisco's Billionaires Row, 23 acres of estate, demonstrated after a 16th century Japanese supreme royal residence in Woodside, Calif, and a notable nursery estate in Kyoto, Japan. Ellison, additionally, has around 24 properties in Malibu worth $200 to $250 million. Concerning Ellison's most newest address, the posting states that it's the third biggest oceanfront compound in all of Palm Beach County, laying on 7 acres of gated land on Seminole Beach Road, presenting all-encompassing sea vistas. Implicit 1998, the 7-room Tuscan-style home components 15,000 or more square feet of living space overflowing with hand-painted tile, ceiling beams, cut chimneys, and gilded flourishes. Mukesh Ambani's Antilia. The Ambani family mansion, Antilia, is situated in one of the most expensive suburbs on the planet. As per India's Architectural Digest, the house is assessed to be worth $2 billion, making it one of the most costly houses on the globe. Every one of its 27 floors is equivalent to 2 floors of any other structure, and it has a salon, cinema, ice cream parlour, snow room, and around 600 staff. A public review reports that the private property was built to withstand an earthquake, measuring 8 on the Richter scale. That's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. If you found this video interesting, do like and subscribe. And don't forget to give comments and provide us with your valuable feedback. Plus, you want to suggest a topic for the next video? Feel free to tell us. See you in the next video, and until then, stay tuned to Billionaire's Life.